You are now.
All right, man.
Ash, can you clean this shit
Ash,
out?
clean this shit up, man!
Oh, yeah, no, I leave that so you can see how I clear up.
Oh, right. I don't want to see your workings out, I just want to see the end result.
Yeah, man, it's...
I know a lot of this is probably...
It's nothing, watch this.
Stay at homes.
That's all fucking... That's homes.
Aim and stay at homes. Yeah, I
Look at that, that's all gone.
And that other sidekick, what's her face? Good, there we are. Oh, I nearly threw your bit.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Don't touch my bit.
You leave my bit alone, Mr. Well.
Have a lovely evening.
You too, mate. Safe journey home.
See you later, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bubba. Look at that. Look, it's beautiful.
That is effing beautiful.
Why can't Eamon do that?
Oh, he does it on purpose.
Yeah.
Wind up.
Digital debate for the UK. Talk Radio.
You say love is taking life.
Okay, children, settle down. Thank you for bringing your pets in for Bring Your Pet to School Day. Megan, who is this delightful little...
Bye, bye, bye. Well, I finally took a stand. Then for the very first time in my life.
What's in your wooden crate, Poppy? That's a very strong lock.
With a Land Rover Discovery, adventure can take you, well...
Oh, bro, have you got the hard drive lead?
Discovery. Search Land Rover Discovery. Land Rover.
Sorry.
Above and beyond.
If you're looking for credit, go to askocean.co.uk and see in seconds if you'll be accepted for an Ocean credit card before you apply. Checking doesn't affect your credit rating. And with a credit limit of up to £1,500, it's a no-brainer. Go to askocean.co.uk right now and get an answer in seconds. 39.9% APR representative variable. Intelligent Lending Limited is a credit broker.
Bye, bye, bye. Whoa, I finally took a stand.
Almost here. Red Driving School wants you. Red has just won the National Driving School Award 2018, and we're offering a special deal to join our team. There's never been a better time to pull on your instructing boots, as demand for driving lessons is rising. Instructor earnings are increasing. It's an open goal. Imagine first-rate training and support through to full qualification. Then work the hours you want, when you want. Come on, there's room on the Red team sheet for you. For details, visit reddrivingschool.com.
What are you thinking for dinner?
Great Taste of America's back at McDonald's with the Chicago stack.
What's that?
First up, we've got 2 beef burgers. And this is not possible. 2 cheeses, bacon, and a steakhouse barbecue sauce? The crowd goes wild. So you coming?
Touchdown! We have a winner!
No bed.
Great Taste of America is back at McDonald's. Go all out for the meaty Chicago stack. 2 cheeses, bacon, and a steakhouse barbecue sauce. Around until 29th of May. Available from 10:30am, subject to availability, participating restaurants only.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The incredible new sound of Talk Radio.
The no-nonsense breakfast with Julia Hartley-Brewer.
The biggest breaking news stories, headline-grabbing guests, and razor-sharp opinion.
Join me, Julia Hartley-Brewer, when I'll be turning up the heat every morning from 6:30 with an essential mix of straight-talking debate, heavyweight political guests, and fearless guests. Waking up the nation with a brand new breakfast conversation.
The no-nonsense breakfast with Julia Hartley-Brewer.
Tomorrow morning from 6:30.
On Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio. On the hour news headlines.
With the news at 10, I'm Carl Hartley. Good evening. Talk Radio has been the first to speak to Ken Livingstone following his resignation from the Labour Party. He says the issues around his suspension for alleged anti-Semitism have become a distraction for the party and its political ambitions. The ex-Labour mayor continues to deny comments he made about Hitler and Zionism were anti-Semitic. He's been telling Talk Radio he had this reaction in the weeks following his suspension.
Somewhere between 30 or 40 people came up to me on the street saying, look, I'm Jewish, I know what you said is true. And I had about half a dozen Jewish people come out and say, why did you say Hitler was a Zionist? Well, if I said Hitler was a Zionist, I wouldn't just apologise. I'd been off to my doctor to check it wasn't the sign of the first stage of dementia. How can anyone say a man who loathed and feared Jews all his life was a Zionist? It's just nonsense.
Now, the families of the victims of the Grenfell Tower fire have been paying tribute and giving evidence at the inquiry into the disaster. 72 people died nearly a year ago.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, do you know how loved you are?
Marcial Gomez's son Logan was stillborn as a result of the fire.
I held my son in my arms that evening, hoping it was all a bad dream, wishing, praying for any kind of miracle, that he would just open his eyes. But as we know, that never happened.
The inquiry heard the last phone call made by Mohammed Nader, who died in the fire. We've translated his words.
Goodbye. We are now leaving this world. Goodbye. I hope I haven't disappointed you. Goodbye all.
Now, Richard Millett is the lead counsel to the inquiry.
These Phase 1 hearings are a search for the truth about the building and its makeup, about the physics of the fire cause and spread, the systems in place.
Oh, we've got fucking Wasim calling in as well.
For dealing with a fire of this kind.
This cunt's corner.
In other news, a man's been stabbed to death on a busy street in broad daylight in North London. A church in Islington will open for food and shelter overnight, as many people are unable to access their homes due to a police cordon which is in place. And Arsenal appear to be closing in on appointing a new manager. Former Paris Saint-Germain boss Unai Emery is believed to be the number one choice to take charge at the Premier League club. Any rain easing tonight. Tomorrow will be largely warm and sunny. Highs of 22.
Talk Radio. The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
It's Mike Nesmith of the Monkees. Imagine, seriously, those first 3 solo albums are Magnetic South, Loose Salute, and I'm going to say Nevada Fighter, probably because that's what it's called. Go and get them, man. They're pennies. I'm going to buy it for you, Catherine. During the next ad break, I'm buying you those.
Wow.
I'm buying you those. And there's at my record label, we got a Michael Nesmith live album coming out where he plays all of those songs at the age of 75. Yeah, he sounds a little bit thinner in throat, but man alive, he can still do it. He invented country rock. Good evening, dear listener. Lovely to have James Whale back, but it's time for a proper show now. I'm Iain Lee. Katherine Boyle is there.
Hello.
There we go. The way this works, you've got to talk into the microphone.
I am.
No, you're not. No, now you are. Kiss it. Oh,
I'm kissing it.
Oh, do you know what happened just then? I nearly followed through. Seriously, honestly, I'm believe that the Latin term for where I am is touching cloth, and I had to pull off. I had to pull off the motorway because I thought I'd followed through. Seriously, I have not been very well today.
Why is this the first I hear of this? Why didn't you tell me off air? We could maybe handle it subtly.
But then, I was trying to handle something subtly then, and I almost let rip. Here's what's happened, guys. So I've been losing weight, and I've been really, really well. And then this weekend, I've just been off the wagon, and I've been in the chip shop basically all weekend. Chips, chocolates. I've eaten terribly, right? That's okay. That's fair enough. I'm very, very stressed. I didn't buy cocaine. Or drink a bottle of beer, so that's something. So yeah, okay, fine. I've not eaten healthy. That's okay. I can live with that. And, you can't live with it for too long. Obviously, you'll have a coronary and die. But okay, I've had a weekend off and today's off, so I'll start again. I will start again tomorrow. But last night couldn't sleep. 1:30 was awake. 2:30 was awake. Why not just say what time you think you fell asleep? About 3 o'clock, and I was forced to listen to BBC London. Man, that was dull. Someone phoned up BBC London. Here's the thing, right? The most boring caller in all of phone-in radio history, right? If you ever hear these words, Nigel from Temple Fortune.
Oh man! Wow, that guy.
Then just find the razor blades and slit your wrists or slit your ears off. Now, I know it's probably not the done thing to slag off callers and other radio stations, but so he phones up, right?
Is he the one that does monologues?
No, he's not.
Guy?
Oh, I don't know who that is, but yeah. So he phoned up and said, well, the thing about the royal wedding is that it's really put Windsor on the map. They'll be getting tourists there for years to come. I'm thinking, mate, I don't really live in Windsor now, but I've lived in Windsor, right? Windsor has always been on the map. It's always got tourists there. You go there any day of the week, it's got tourists there. Why? I'll tell you why. Because it's where the Queen actually lives. She don't live in Buckingham Palace. She lives in Windsor Castle, right? And they have a big flag up so you know when she's in. What flag do they fly? I've told you this.
Standard.
The Royal Standard! And it's about an hour away from London on the train. Even less than that if you go via Slough. It's about half an hour if you go via Slough. Oh, they've really put Windsor on the map. You watch, they'll be benefiting from tourism for years to... What are you talking about? You absolute plank! You stupid man. So anyway, I couldn't get to sleep. It was about 2:30, right? I gave up, and I'd ordered pizza and everything. I gave up. And I did something very, very foolish, guys. Don't do this at home. I still had loads of my mirtazapine, anti-anxiety, antidepressant drugs, because I've been off it for about 4 weeks, I think, tomorrow. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. And I thought, well, I'll take one, and that'll knock me out. You know, that'll get me a few hours sleep. That'll get me through till about 9 o'clock in the morning. So I took one, and suddenly, next thing I know, it's 12:30 in the day, and I've been slightly distant all day, slightly disconnected, very woozy. I've had an upset stomach. I have been in the foulest of moods today. Like, I was a little bit grumpy yesterday, actually, before I took the tabs. Remember I said I was with the kids and I had to leave because I was getting very irritable. Mm-hmm. Found myself getting very irritable. With them. Their behaviour was making me irritable. I didn't take it out on them because I could feel it rising. And I thought, just hold it in, just hold it in. And then I left a little bit earlier than perhaps I would have liked to. And today I've just been in the foulest mood. We've just been watching a programme about trains on Channel 5. Literally 3 minutes into it, I said, I hate every C on this programme. And then there's a guy, and I just went, look at that. Look at him and his... I won't say it. Let me write down... Let me write my post-its first. I've got my post-its. So first post-it is don't swear. Okay. Before I put that up, I said, look at that milk tooth prick. Now put it there, don't swear. Because he had milk teeth. Adults with milk teeth. 0344 499 1000. So I've been in a terrible mood, but also I've had quite an upset stomach. And say on the motorway on the way up, I really thought I'd followed through. I hadn't. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna head up above the belt line in a minute. I promise. I went to a service station, and boy, did I breathe a sigh of relief. But that just happened here in the studio. But I'm fine. But it just means we're on the edge of our seats. Literally. 0344 499 1000. Well, that should have scared off the casual listener, just flicking through the dial. Let's see who's left. It's someone who was never going to phone me before. But which guy that was never going to phone me again before? Hang on. Let me try that again in English. It's someone who said they were never going to phone me again. But which guy who said they were never going to phone me again? Find out after this.
Talk Radio. Digital debate for the UK.
Pick up your phone and talk radio.
We'll get you talking.
I'm off Twitter for the show. I'm off YouTube for the show.
My car needs a service, but where can I find a good price and someone I can trust?
Whatever your car needs, just type in a few details and approved local businesses will quote for your work. Then pick whichever's best for you. Just visit
mycarmeter.com. Whatever your customers trust you to do, they trust you with their data too. So whether you're a carpenter,
Nigel from Temple Fortune's called in!
an electrician, technician, don't forget the new GDPR data.
We've got to take it. We've got to give them a right to reply.
25th of May. Fine if you ignore them. So whatever you do, get data protection ready at ico.org.uk.
Well, this is awkward.
Find your perfect pre-owned vehicle with a Mitsubishi approved used range. They come with a guaranteed service history, 2-year warranty, roadside assistance, free annual health check and a 30-day exchange. Plus, from the 18th to 27th of May, your local Mitsubishi dealer will be
Nigel from Temple
£500
Fortune's calling in.
Contribution. Visit Mitsubishi-cars.co.uk. £500 deposit contribution with 9.9% APR. Shogun Finance Limited. Offer available between the 18th and 27th of May 2018 at participating retailers only. Credit subject to status. 18 plus UK residents.
what was going to be quite a dull show.
Get your cricket fix this summer on Sky Sports Cricket with every England Summer International for £18 a month. Big shot. Watch England take on Pakistan, Australia and India with every home test, one-dayer and T20 match live.
Yes, good take.
Plus the ICC World Cup and the County Champs, all for £18 a month. Search by Sky Sports. Requires Sky TV subscription. 31 days notice to cancel. Further terms apply.
Up here on Ben Nevis, it's millions of years since the volcano was active. But Sky Vegas bonus time, well, that firecracker's active right now.
Between 9 and 10 every night, our unmissable bonus game is guaranteed to trigger in Sky Vegas bonus time. Only at Sky Vegas. Unexpect more. 18 plus, ends 3rd of July. Customers must be playing when bonus games
Well, yes, I'm a professional photographer and I live in Las Vegas, and I found what you were saying about me very rude, yeah. I found what you were saying about me, actually...
Cast your mind back
I
and
found what you
think.
were saying about me, actually very
Were you
rude.
ever contacted out of the blue for a pension review?
Well, fucking pull over then!
Were you advised to move your work or personal pension into a SIP, self-invested personal pension?
Yes, I was.
You could be due thousands if you were missold. Money Redress are trusted claim specialists in pension and investment mis-selling. They'll manage the whole claim for you on a no payout, no fee basis, so you can't lose. Text WIN to 85077.
Late night
Wasim, he's a prick, he's up next.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Fair play. Fair play. And it'll be the second call we go to, right? Tonight's show could be a little bit sparkier than we were expecting, right? Catherine and I were just dissing another caller to several other radio stations. Fair play. Nigel from Temple Fortune has just called up. We'll get fair play. You got to respect that. You have to respect that. We'll go to him in a second. But I did tease you before the break saying a caller that had promised never to ring me again several times has rung me again. But which one was it? Well, if you said Mo, you'd be wrong. It's Wasim. Good evening, Wasim. Right. If Wasim, he's not going to talk to me. He's just going to play music. So that doesn't work. Wasim, you can talk to me, mate. I'm not letting you just play music on the air because, if anything, that's a little bit weird and a little bit creepy. And he's put the phone down. Right.
Of course he has.
Of course he has. Hang on a second. Let's call him back.
I mean, apart from anything else, you can't ever hear what he's playing.
No, you can't hear it. Yeah, we're not letting you do that, I'm afraid. We took you off air so you couldn't be heard. So what can we do for you, Wasim? Wasim?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you said you were never going to phone me again, so what's going on, brother?
Ian, you called me a prick last week.
Yeah, you are. What you just did in that phone call was a prickish thing.
No, it's funny, actually.
No, well, we didn't hear it. First of all, we can never hear the music you play. Secondly, we didn't let it go to air. So it was just a weird, slightly stalkerish thing to do.
It was worth a try, wasn't it?
No, not really, Wasim.
I thought it was funny, to be fair.
You haven't got a sense of humour.
And you have, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Yeah. And an idiot who phones up and plays music down the phone that can't be heard isn't funny. That much I know. That isn't funny. What happened there? What was that about?
I don't know, but you'll get a text message. Oh, we're going back.
I just want to... Maybe that was an accident.
Yeah, it was an accident, mate, sorry.
Yeah, it was an accident. I thought it was an accident. I know you're better than that. So, Wasim, what's going on, man?
Thank you. You complimented me finally. Took you a while, mate.
Huh?
I think you finally complimented me, mate.
Okay, so what's going on?
Nothing, mate. You called me a prick, so I just replied to you. I thought I'd put a song on. I thought it'd be funny.
Okay, well we didn't hear it, so why don't you just reply to me with, I don't know, words?
In words?
Yeah, you've heard of words, haven't you, Wasim?
Yeah.
Okay, surely if you're a man of God, you could just turn the other cheek.
I had a bit of a joke for you, mate, after, to be honest with you.
I don't want to hear jokes. I don't like jokes. Never like jokes.
I've got a really good joke, though.
No, I'm not gonna. I don't like jokes, Wasim. I like conversations.
It's not a personal joke, but it's a funny joke, though.
No, I don't like. Well, I don't even know what a personal joke is, but I don't know. Is this on? I don't like jokes, so we tend not to do jokes on here.
I was to do with your upset stomach, mate.
Say that again.
It was to do with your upset stomach.
It was to do with jokes about an upset stomach. Again, I don't want to hear it. It sounds rubbish. It sounds awful.
Okay,
So what's...
I was going to tell you.
Okay, so what's going on in your life that you're obsessed with my show and you can't keep away, even though you keep promising me you're going to keep
It's
away?
really funny, mate. You know, when you have arguments with people, I find it really funny.
Right. So you're obsessed with the show?
No, I like the arguments. They're funny.
Okay, but... So... I'm confused because you've told me... I'm going to say at least twice, but I think it may be 3 or 4 times that you're not going to phone me anymore, and then you keep phoning me. Does that not seem weird to you? Wasim?
Oh, it happened again.
Oh man, Wasim's a knob. Straight at the top of the show, we were being rude about a caller to another radio station. Nigel from Temple Fortune. Fair play. Nigel's called in. Well done, Nigel. Well played. I can't argue with that.
Well, Ian, good evening, and even to your co-presenter. I'm punching a bit blind here.
Come on.
Because someone rang up and said, guess what? Ian Collins,
Sorry?
is having a go at you.
Ian Collins is having a go at you?
No, it's not Ian Collins. Apologies. I've got the name wrong, so I apologise straight away.
That's all right.
Ian's having a go.
Yeah.
So I said, well, what about it? He said, about your call to another radio station about Windsor. So I'm here to listen to what you have to say and do my very best to defend myself here.
God damn it, Nigel! You said that the royal wedding was going to had finally put Windsor on the map, and that there were going to be loads of tourists there as a direct result of the royal. Windsor's been on the map for years, and there's always tourists there, man.
There'll be loads more, Ian. There'll be.
There won't be. They're flocking in their droves there anyway.
Let me tell you, I've lived in the States for 32 years.
Yeah.
And a lot of my American neighbours said, Windsor, well, we've gone to Scotland, we've gone to Ireland, they say, we've gone to Paris and France, they say, and we've never been to Windsor. We're going to go to Windsor, and all our friends want to go to Windsor. They want to see Windsor, and I thought it's great.
But Windsor, Nigel, have you ever been to Windsor?
3 times.
Right, I live there, mate. Right, I don't now because I'm getting divorced, but my family still live in Windsor, and I lived in Windsor for a long time. It's full of tourists. On a hot Saturday, you literally can't move without bumping into either a Japanese, a Chinese, or an American tourist.
There'll be more.
Oh, we don't want any more!
It needs a decent fish and chip shop. God, give me that at least.
No, I'm trying to. No, no, there is a decent chippy, but it's right down the other end. So I'll give you that. There's not a decent chippy in the centre of Windsor.
Not because I'm up in Muswell Hill.
Now he's stalking me because before I lived in Windsor. I lived in Muswell Hill.
No, well, I just go to one a lot. The one that you know that I know.
I think Toffs. I think Toffs is a good one. I think it's overrated.
Oh, I love it. I think it's great. Great for a sit-in.
Yeah. You know, but then they charge a fortune if you sit in Toffs.
Yeah, but you know what? The fish is so fresh. They leave the hook in it. And it's so big.
All right, listen. Let me put the cards on the table. Let me put the cards on the table, Nigel. Because I hear you phoning up. I'm a radio anorak, right? And I listen to all the radio stations, and I hear you. I heard you once, right? Get this, Nigel. I heard you once, because you live in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I heard you once on the phone to BBC London, right? And then I switched over because it was you, and to LBC. And 20 minutes later, you were on the phone to LBC as well. Give it up, man. And please stop phoning them when you're driving around because we can't hear you. Dr. Adebayo is too polite to say it. I can't hear you.
Turn the volume up, Ian. Turn it up.
Nigel, you're a good sport, mate. Thanks for calling.
Thanks, man.
Ta-ta. There we go. You can't argue with that. You can't. Fair play. You can't argue with that. He was being slagged off. He called up.
You totally chickened out.
Squeeze me?
You totally chickened
Baking
out.
powder?
You were, oh, Nigel, so nice to hear from you. Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Catherine. Let me just count how many words you said in that conversation. Hang on.
I was just...
Hang on, let me go sort of do the maths. Count how many words you said in that conversation. No, that can't be right. No, I've worked it out wrong. Let me go through the calculations again. Hang on.
Not.
Hang on. No, they're both, whichever way I work it out, it says you said 0 words in that conversation.
Do you know why?
Because you are... I hope to marry Nigel! I hope to marry Nigel!
I was just waiting for you to man up and tell him exactly what you thought, but instead you crawled up his jacksie.
I told him... I'm not gonna...
yeah, all right, I agree with you on the chippy thing, Nigel. Let's be best friends.
No, you... Jeez, look, what is your...
What happened to... Oh, he's so boring! Oh, he's so boring!
Right, first of all, I don't sound like Zippy.
Oh, he's so boring!
I'm from Manchester, and I think he's boring as well, but when he comes on the phone, I won't bloody say nothing to him, because I'm a bloody chicken. That's what I am. I'm a chicken. Oh, man, I'll go to the foot of our stairs, because I'm a chicken. Why, Nigel, I'm a chicken, man.
I've never said I'll go to the foot of our stairs, apart from just then, and I've only ever heard it from you. What is that?
Yeah, well, what is Cockney Zippy doing? It's not, I'm not.
I'm not.
Wait, man, I'm not either, man. We are talking about... there's no proper chippies down south, man, because they didn't do bum gravy on it. They didn't do bum gravy on chips.
Oh, you had to mention the bum gravy.
They didn't do bum gravy on chips. What do you want, Wasim? Gone. He rang in and he put the phone down. Ian's loving the show. Sorry, but this stuff on now is terrible radio. If you're going to go down the weirdo route, then get some good ones. The presenter is a bit hyper. I'm not hyper. He's not hyper. Jesus, Ian Powell. Hyper? I'm going to find out where you live, and I'll show you hyper.
Also, when we need tips on radio...
When I need tips on being a sexual deviant, I will film videos of me dropping my trousers online. What kind of sexual pervert films shots of them with standing there wearing trousers, then letting their trousers fall down to their ankles? Not once, not twice, but 4 times! What kind of sex criminal I don't want my kids seeing that, dirty pervert!
Also, where's the proof they were ever his trousers to start
Exactly.
with? Just buy massive trousers.
Let's go to Philip in South Norwood. Good evening, Philip.
G'day, this is Wally Dingo with your Aussie Rules Roundup. In weekend action, it was the Crows over the Bulldogs, the Eagles over Richmond, Essendon over Geelong, Sydney over the Dockers, Collingwood over St Kilda, Melbourne over Carlton, and North Melbourne over the Giants. I'll see you next week. Until then, don't get lost in the pinnacles.
Was he doing a voice?
Oh, man. I don't know what's going on tonight. Let's try Caddick. Good evening, Alan.
Hi, boss.
Hey, it's the first sensible caller we've had all night, and it's Alan.
Do you have a good weekend, boss? Before winning and the FA Cup final?
Do you know what? Do you want to know how much of the royal wedding I saw?
Yeah.
I saw the GIF of Prince Harry saying that he was cacking himself. And even then, I don't think he was actually saying it.
He was saying, I'm so lucky.
Yeah, right.
We didn't expect that from a ginger ninja.
Oh, don't be gingist.
Yeah, you can't. I don't like people calling other people out for being ginger. What if people called you out for being a fat thicko?
I've been called Mr. Blondie once.
Okay, well, just once. Yeah. Well, it's just not nice, is it? It's just not nice to...
I take it back.
I've got 2 ginger nephews and they are brilliant.
And also I don't think Prince Henry, for that's his real name, is an actual ninja. I've not seen any of the royal wedding. None of it. I was in Walsall, a video games... Hang on a second. Just stay there, Alan. Right, Catherine. Nigel from Temple Fortune is back. I think you wanted to say something to him.
No, you did, because you didn't say it the first
You
time.
say it tonight. Nigel, Catherine wants a word with you.
Hi, Nigel.
How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. Ian thinks you're boring.
Well, you know what? He's entitled to his opinion. I want to say thanks for squeezing in. Thanks for really my defensive ability to challenge him, and I do respect him greatly. And I tell him I will ring him from Las Vegas.
Brilliant. Bye, Nigel. He owned you. What did you say there? Let me just do some workings out.
I didn't hear what he said because his phone signal, as per usual, was pony. Kath has done the exact opposite there. Right? If you're lucky enough, Alan, to have good friends, sometimes they will go up to a person you fancy and say, "My mate fancies you." It's like lay of the land. So I got with Tessa was probably the longest relationship I've ever been in.
Yeah.
This is the man who's getting divorced. Was with this girl Tessa, and it all started because I fancied her for months and months and months. And I couldn't say anything, and I was with Mackenzie, and
Mackenzie Cook.
That's the fella. We were watching Ronnie Size Represents at New Year's Eve at Alexandra Palace, and he said, "You've got to ask her out, man." I said, "I can't." And so he went up to her and he went, "My friend fancies you." She goes, "Oh yeah, which one?" She said, "Well," he said, "It's Ian." He went, "Oh yeah, well tell him I fancy him," and that's how we got together, and it was lovely, right? But Catherine just did the exact opposite of that. "My friend thinks you're boring." "Oh yeah, which one?" "Ian." "Oh, all right, yeah."
He was really good about it, though, so, I mean, you look bad.
I don't look bad. You look bad. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you look bad. 1, you're a coward. 2, you've stabbed your mate in the back. 3, you're a snitch. And what do snitches get, Alan?
Comeuppance.
Well,
a reward, a cash reward.
No, snitches get stitches, and that means that at some point I'm going to have to slash you with a knife.
Oh, yeah?
I wouldn't do that. Let's not even. So I didn't see any of the royal wedding. Now we're in a little bit of a bind here, Alan, because I normally go through the papers to find stories, right?
Many stories.
The Daily Mail. Let's count the royal wedding coverage in the Daily Mail. Let's see how far the editor of the Daily Mail has got his tongue up the Queen's bum. Page 1.
Obviously, the front page.
Page 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Page 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Page 6 and 7. How cheeky Charlotte stole the show from Shy George.
Giving coverage to William's kids there.
Page 8 and 9. Bawdy jokes, a ginger cocktail, a frenzied first dance, and slippers for guests with sore feet.
Talking about the reception.
Page 10 and 11.
Yeah.
Page 12 and 13.
So dominating the front of the paper.
Yeah.
Well, we're well in now.
Page 14 and 15.
Are we coming up to Nigel Dempster?
Page 16 and 17. Isn't he dead? Page 18 and 19.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we got a way to go yet. Page 20 and 21.
Is it a war souvenir special?
Oh, you just wait. Page 22 and 23.
Oh my God!
Is there a pull out and keep in the middle?
Page 24 and 25.
Yes.
Page 26 and 27.
Yeah.
Page 28 and 29. So why were the Beckhams and Clooneys and Chloe Madeley invited? Page 31, and then it stops.
31 pages?
Yeah, and then it stops.
Yeah.
But then, if you want, there is a pull out and keep 32-page souvenir special.
Yes.
That means there are 63 pages in today's Daily Mail about a flipping wedding. 63 pages.
And tomorrow they'll be bemoaning the amount of power the elite has.
63 pages in the Mail about that flipping wedding, of which I have literally, I've not even seen the news, I've literally seen not 1 second of it.
Did the Royal Daily Mail send everybody out the window to cover it?
Oh, I don't know what he said.
He said it like this, huh?
We're in. The week has begun. 63 pages in the Royal Mail. The Sun, I think, only goes up to like page 18. Traitors.
Restraint.
0344 499 1000. We can do a kind of semi-traditional phone-in topic, right? What did you do instead of watching the royal wedding? It's a bit of an old-fashioned topic, but I think we can get away with it. What did you do instead of watching the royal wedding? I was watching a talk being given by the people from Rare Software who wrote the game Conker's Bad Fur Day Out, I think it's called. That's what I was doing. Also watched the bloke later on who wrote Doom. John Romero. And then I gave a talk as well. So what I was doing is I was in a room full of some delightful geeky brothers and sisters playing old video games in Walsall. What did you do instead of watching the royal wedding? And you can call in about absolutely anything you want. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB, the Independent Republic of Mike Graham on Talk Radio.
Blasted rhetoric for the Banana Republic. For people who think capital punishment isn't going nearly far enough. Join me, the Reverend Mike Graham. Revolutionary, rebellious, rebuilt, rebranded.
Dangerous mid-morning debate with the great dictator.
The Independent Republic of Mike Graham.
Tomorrow morning from 10
on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You saw the wedding, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You have a little blub?
I might have had a slight weep, yeah.
Did you watch it on BBC or ITV?
BBC.
Of course.
No one watched it on ITV. They might as well have been shut down.
13.5 million people watched it on BBC. 3 million people watched it on the ITV. But it was Dermot.
The number one button was
Dermot
broken.
was hosting it on.
Yeah, he wasn't in it very much though.
I just.
Kirsty Young and Dermot.
Oh God. Well, here's the thing. I kind of wanted to make this a royal wedding free zone, but there's not. All I've got in the papers are a story in the Star that was in last week's papers about a vicar wanting to ban the full Monty. Got something about Hitler. Don't know what that is. Well, I know what Hitler is, obviously. Page 21 of The Sun, there's a story about sex, and then there's a story about George Harrison's guitar being sold. That's it. I've got to string 2.5 hours, stretch 2.5 hours out of those 4 topics. Really doesn't fill me with enthusiasm or excitement. And nor should it you, dear listener. Nor should it you. Neither should this next call. It's Gary from Catford, or as we call him, Boring Gatford. Good evening, Gatford.
Great introduction as always.
Thank you, mate.
That's a pleasure. I had a spring clean whilst the royal wedding was on.
Is that a euphemism?
No. Actually,
you knocking one out?
No. Literally, I actually got white boxes out and cleared things out and threw a load away.
I'm moving. Hopefully, probably won't be for a month, but I'm at that stage, Gatford, where it's kind of out of my hands now. It's in the hands of the mortgage people. I'm waiting to get the approval on that, and it's in the hands of the solicitors. There's not really anything I can do, but you want to feel like you're doing something, right? You want to feel like you're doing something. So I've started packing, and I've been an idiot. I've bought loads of those big plastic crates, 50 litres and 80 litres, right? They cost they're like a tenner each. I spent about 120 quid on these crates. And then I saw on Amazon you can buy cardboard boxes, Anyway.
Well, you can go to, storage or removal companies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I was being an idiot. Anyway, so I've started packing, and I've cleared out the garage at home, right, of all my stuff. And I found treasure. I found the cover of the Pakistani newspaper that I was on.
Nice.
I found a picture of me with long hair at my second ever photo shoot, after I left college. I found a cheque.
Can I just go back to when did you give up the long hair?
Really long hair. I'm shaved underneath. Otherwise, it'll be real big. Yeah, I've got an undercut. Otherwise.
Yeah, undercut, right.
I got rid of that. That picture was probably taken. I'd have been 23, so something about 22 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Probably about 24. I probably got rid of it. So it didn't last long. I found a cheque valued at $157. Made payable to Gloria Perez, right? But on eBay, and I saw one on eBay recently for a starting bid of 120 quid, right? And I bought it years ago for about 50 quid.
Who is Gloria Perez?
Well, I'm about to tell you, Gatford.
Okay, yeah, right.
Gloria Perez was in the 1980s Brian Wilson's cleaner, and the cheque is made out and signed by Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Right. It's interesting to you.
Yes.
I appreciate
Oh yeah,
it.
and to most people actually.
Well.
Yes. Yeah.
Back to your cleaning.
I tell you what I found. Right. And for the first time ever, I feel confident I'm going to publish these. Right.
Oh.
Right.
Poems.
Songs that I wrote between the ages of 17 and 22. Songs. Actual songs. I don't know how many are there, right? I don't know how many are there. But this is what I intend to do. I was thinking about this because I've always been too embarrassed to show them to anyone. What I'm going to do...
I've got an idea after this for you.
Okay, well, it won't be as good as this.
It might be.
I'm going to scan them. Mm-hmm. So I've got no tunes or chords or anything. I'm going to publish them online. And then I'm going to let people write songs around them.
I was going to say, let the listeners write the songs.
Well, I said it first, mate, so you weren't.
You said anybody. I was specific.
Well, I'm opening it to anyone. And I'm going to release an album. I'm not going to sing on it. They can sing on it. They can do whatever they want. Dance songs, hip-hop, pop, whatever. They are going to put my words to their tunes.
Go?
Right?
Kath
can have a go.
I might do.
Yeah.
What style do you fancy, Kath?
Usually it's early 80s white rap.
I tell you what the lyrics are. That they're generally very fey, pining, butthurt songs. That's what they are. I tell you what.
Wow.
I'm not going back to the house.
Is Lucy Speed all I need in there?
It might be. I only found one. And I think I only found one. There's one on each side of this bit of A4. I think the folder is there. They're not all in there. A lot of them got trashed, but I think the folder is in there that's got some songs in it. So I will have a look. And I'll tell you what, if I'm going over to the house on Thursday, right? If I'm feeling cocky on Thursday, I'll bring one in and read it. I will. And if I can read on air one of the songs I wrote between the age of 16 and 22, then that means I am completely and utterly fearless. I am fearless. If I can do that, that means I've got no taboos.
Or desperate for topics.
Oh God, I've not been in the newspaper since that thing about me getting touched up by a scoutmaster. So yeah, I need some coverage, guys. I need some coverage.
I would have thought the Daily Star will be in contact. Desperate, lonely Iain cries out for attention by releasing songs of youth.
Tragic sex-abused comedian. yeah. There'll be that kind of vibe. Well, so you guys called in to tell me you did some spring cleaning. Boring.
I decided to clear out my wardrobe this weekend. I managed to throw away...
That's boring as well. Go to the ads.
And on DAB.
Talk Radio for those about to talk. We salute you. Upgrade to a Peugeot professional van with aircon, Bluetooth and rear parking sensors all fitted as standard. Plus, there's never been a better time to do it. With 0% APR available over 2 years, including nil deposit on selected models during the Peugeot May Van event. Get down to your local Peugeot dealer to find out more. Peugeot Motor Company is a credit broker and not a lender. We will introduce you to PSA Finance UK Limited. Terms, conditions and eligibility criteria apply.
McCafe iced drinks taste like summer feels. But what does summer feel like? At Dancing Piano Pixie says, summer feels like sitting in the sand with your toes in the water. At Triple J Downing says, summer is all party time and feeling hot. So, there you have it. The tangy frozen strawberry lemonade with the deliciously sweet strawberry swirl tastes like party time and feeling hot. McCafe iced at McDonald's. Served until the 4th of September. Subject to availability, price and participation may vary.
Keeping your four wheels fresh when you've got a four-legged friend can be a hairy business. Until now. Power Out Pet Mess Kit is the brilliant new product from Turtle Wax that keeps canine carrying cars clean. Whether you take your Vizsla in a van, your hound in a hatchback, or your black lab in a black cab, Power Out Pet Mess Kit is the simple way to remove the unwanted hairs and odors pet passengers leave behind. Turtle Wax Power Out Pet Mess Kit. Trusted innovation inside and out. Buy today from Halfords to get 20% off.
1 2 1 2. Music's always best when it's live. Same as Sky Vegas bonus time. That baby's live right now.
Between 9 and 11 every night, our unmissable bonus game is guaranteed to trigger in Sky Vegas bonus time. Only at Sky Vegas. Unexpect more. 18 plus, ends 3rd of July. Customers must be playing when bonus games randomly triggered. Minimum 20p stake. Free spins must be claimed and used by midnight. Eligibility restrictions and further T's and C's apply. BeGambleAware.org. When the fun stops, stop.
Don't forget, the new data protection rules will apply to most businesses from the 25th of May. To get data protection ready, go to ico.org.uk.
Are estate agents revolting? At eMove we are really revolting. We're revolting and revolutionising to create an easier and fairer way to sell your home. We're calling it an e-movement, combining the benefits and savings of online with real dedicated property experts at every step of your sale. Revolt with us. Join the e-movement. Visit emove.co.uk. Rated the UK's #1 hybrid estate agent on all agents.
Driving home with Eamon Holmes.
Your #1 drive time destination.
High revving radio with Eamon Holmes.
Showbiz news, current affairs, big names, special guests. If it's happening, we're on it.
Get home with Holmes.
Driving home with Eamon Holmes. Weekdays from 4
on Talk Radio.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
Wasim's emailed. This guy's nuts. Right, this guy is nuts. Ian, I actually wanted to talk about that mental health documentary that you starred in. Well, you had the opportunity, mate. You had 3 phone calls. There were long, awkward silences, and at no point did you. Man, you just... Dear God, you are the weirdest of all callers I've ever spoken to. I mean that, really sincerely. You cleaned out your wardrobe.
Well, that was the idea. I went up there.
Yeah.
It was hot though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I went up there and I pulled everything out and I looked through it all and I got rid of 4 things.
Well done. Well done.
It's not really going to make any difference whatsoever.
It's tough, isn't it? I was trying to clear out stuff, and by clear out I mean put in the bin when I was packing away. But I want it all. I had a clear out in the flat a while ago, but I filled 3 massive 80-litre boxes. And I've still got shed loads more. This is in this crappy little bed set I've been in for 2 years. And the garage, I found treasures in the garage though. I can't wait. I found some lovely pictures of my old man in the army. Great picture of him. I'll bring it in. Him acting as, what do they call the soldiers with the big metal hats and the things? Horse guard. Him as a horse guarderer. Him as a horse guarderer for what looks like someone's wedding, but I've got no idea to whom these two... I don't know who these people getting married are. But it's a great picture of my dad as a horse guarderer. And there's loads of pictures of my mum in there, and my nan, and my great-nan, and all of this. So there's a big box full of stuff. So I will sort through that.
I watched that thing you did for Channel 5.
Oh.
And there was a brilliant picture on that I've never seen before.
Me, my sister and my mum.
Yeah.
By our music centre.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want...
Doesn't your sister look like your mum?
Don't know.
Yes.
Don't know. I know the picture you mean because I got it back this week. They had it for ages, and I got it back just this week. And it's yes, I was looking at the picture the other day. It's a nice picture. It's a nice picture, but then pictures are sad because my dad is dead and my mum can't walk. You know, and I just kind of... It's like when I show pictures of if I show pictures to the boys of my mum standing up, they don't know who it is because they've never seen her stand up. The concept of Nanny Linda standing, you know, is they think they find it funny, and I get why they find it funny.
Because it's strange to them.
It's completely alien. This old woman they go and see, who's completely dependent on, things and people around her. And then there's a picture of her stood up, and they're like, who's that? This is the late night alternative on Talk Radio with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle. We are here Mondays to Fridays, 10 o'clock till 1. You can listen to us on DAB. You can download the app for your smartphones or go to talkradio.co.uk. And tonight, you can watch us on periscope.tv/Iain Lee. Or the best way is to go to youtube.com/Iain Lee, IAINLEE, youtube.com/Iain Lee, and then you click on the live video, and then you can see us in all our heavenly glory. Do give us a call, though, if you're waiting for the hook, for the catch, for the question. There ain't one. We don't really do it like that. The closest we've got to that tonight is what were you doing instead of watching the royal wedding. But you can call in literally about anything you want. 0344 499 1000. James is on the phone tonight. It could probably cost you pennies. If anything, he'll take your name and number and give you a call straight back. 0344 499 1000. I don't want to bang on about the royal wedding, but the one fact that stuck with me is that her dress cost between 200 and 400,000. They're saying it's more than the other Princess Catherine of Cambridgeshire. Her dress was 250,000, and they think this was like about 300,000 for a dress. Man,
know, it's crazy.
For a dress that's going to be worn once. That's a house. Some parts of the country, that's a couple of houses and a little bedsit as well. That is insane. Insane. And I heard today that she's now on the royal family website, and it talks about how she helps out homeless shelters, soup kitchens and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, yeah, that doesn't tally with what happened to the homeless people in Windsor last week. I'm sure it wasn't her call to do that. I'm sure it wasn't her call. But that totally goes against what happened last week, where all the homeless people in Windsor were told to move on, only to be replaced seconds later by American women. The ones I saw were American women sat there in their Union Jack sleeping bags instead of the homeless people.
Maybe.
And her dress cost £300,000.
Maybe they should have just given them Union Jack sleeping bags.
Maybe they should have done. £300,000. That's the thing. That's the thing. The one thing that I've heard, that has stuck with me throughout this whole wedding is the dress cost £300,000, and I just doesn't compute. Also, surely the designer would have given it to her for free, you'd think. It's like celebrities go on the red carpet. They get a free dress to wear for the day, and they say, "Oh, that's a nice dress." E! Entertainment goes, "That's a nice dress." "Oh yeah, it's a Spandler." But £300,000 on a dress. That is that's obscene.
It's obscene.
That's obscene.
The cost of an average wedding dress is daft, really. Isn't it?
Yeah, of course. But £300,000 when homeless people were kicked out of the doorway of what used to be Oddbins and W.H. Smith's. Oh, but it was a beautiful service. Who cares? That dress cost £300,000, man. That dress costs more than you earn in 10 years. It was a wedding dress. Incredible scenes. Good evening, Carl.
Good evening.
Good evening, Carl. What you got for us tonight?
I just phoned up to say I'm a relatively new listener. I've only been listening to you about 2 or 3 months. But there are drawbacks to listening to your show.
Uh-oh, go on. What are they, Carl?
Well, one is that I have to invest in DAB radios.
Yes. Yep.
That's the downside.
Well, you could listen. You could download the app to your pocket telephone,
which I'm speaking on now, and that's where I normally listen to you. But my wife's at home. I've got her into the show, and she wants to listen to it. So.
Hello, Mrs. Carl.
Julie.
Hello, Julie. Hello, Carl. Hello, Julie. Oh, that's a nice couple. How long have you been together, man?
20 years.
Oh, beautiful. And going well?
Yeah. Recently, we've had our own business, and there's been a lot of stress and problems with that. And that went into liquidation in October.
Did I'm sorry to hear that, but did the stress go once it had gone into liquidation?
It was replaced by being unemployed.
Right, okay.
A different stress.
Yeah, I get what you mean. But are you able to, with Julie, are you both able to share how you're feeling and comfort and console the other one?
To be honest, because of our business, we made gift boxes.
Yeah.
We were working 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Probably for 5 years.
Oh, mate.
10 to 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
We ended up employing about 8 staff.
Yeah.
But it's just the stress, and I'll be perfectly honest. I always, I didn't believe that there was such an illness. I was one of those people that said, you can't be depressed, you can't be ill.
Yeah.
Stress can't get to you that much.
Pull your socks up. Man up.
That's it. That's it. Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, it was like a spiral, and I think I was ill last year, to be honest.
Oh, mate. Well, you sound like you're on the upward trend now, and I hope that's the case.
Yeah, I'm fine. But the other downside of listening to your show is that I'm beginning to mimic you. So, you know, if the cats, I'm feeding the cats in the morning, I'm going, oh, here we go. You know, stuff like that you come out with.
That's so you.
Hang on a minute.
So you.
What is this? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no, actually. Oh, here we go. Oh, I got it. All right, yeah.
Do you also go, shh?
Yeah, I start mimicking quite a bit, actually.
Carl, I do hope for your sake that Julie's not going, oh, I got a foot of our stairs. I'm mad for it. I'm mad for it, me. I'm Katherine Boyle and I'm off my face. I'm mad for it. I hope she's not doing any of that.
No, not quite.
Good.
No, neither am I.
Good. Please, I'm talking to Carl, okay? Bit of respect. It's his gentleman's corner here.
Really?
It's a new feature of the show.
What are you doing in it?
It's a new feature of the show called Gentleman's Corner.
Right.
Is that euphemism?
It's just me and Carl being gentlemen, yes. Hey, nice one, Carl.
Yeah.
Go on.
I do definitely enjoy the show. It's excellent. And you do cover quite a lot of topics. But you do have some nutters on site.
Tell me about it. We're going to Rainbow George next, so, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Nice one, Carl. Send my love to Julie. Bye, Julie!
Bye, Julie!
Bye. Nice couple, those guys. Evening, George!
Evening, Ian and Catherine.
Guten Abend, mein Herr.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the wedding either. I think we missed things, though. It's a lot of people seem to have enjoyed it.
300 grand for a dress, though, George.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Isn't it? Think of all the leaflets and the failed political campaigns you could have done with 300 grand.
Yes. I went to Camden to pick up my pension money while it was happening. HSBC Bank is closing down in a few weeks. I saw the Bishop on CNN this evening. He was very impressive, Michael Cowie. You've not seen or
I've heard about it, and Nick Abbott came up with a brilliant line. It was like James Brown walking out on stage at an Enya concert, and I thought that was a great line.
It was worth it for the look, the side eye that was being given from the royal family. All of them didn't quite know what to do with themselves.
So
and it didn't half go on.
Have I got this right? It was a loud black American preacher.
He wasn't even that loud, but he was louder than the St George's Chapel has ever seen.
And everyone was like, "Oh, wow, this is okay." Right,
well, this is new.
This is new. What's this? This is a novelty. Okay. Well, I didn't see it.
I saw and heard him for the first time on CNN, and he looks a very impressive man and sounded very impressive. Bit special, Ian.
Yep. And then there was a gospel choir, and that was beautiful.
Yeah, and a cellist.
Yeah, it was all great.
And Ian and I missed it all.
Never mind. I'm sure there'll be footage somewhere you can find. Just look anywhere. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
As if you're going to look for it, George.
As if you're going to look for it. Hey, George, just to flag up, we're coming to see you this Wednesday, not the Wednesday in June.
I realise that.
Beautiful.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think we're going to do something really special together.
We certainly. Well, I hope it's not what we're expecting, but we'll bring gloves just in case. George, I've got to go. Listen, we'll speak to you may speak to you before. We'll certainly see you on Wednesday. We're going to be recording a new podcast series with George where we're going to chat to him, me and Kath, and play some of his tapes and just see what happens, see what will evolve. George, thank you, mate. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're very welcome to. The Late Night Alternative, only on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. Intelligent, organic entertainment.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
Brighten up your mornings and take a brilliant break with Mike Graham on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Listen to Talk Radio every weekday morning from 10 for 3 hours packed full of fabulous features, great value guests and quick-fire calls on all of the day's top talking points. Don't miss Mike Graham every weekday morning from 10 on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Go to thesun.co.uk/holiday shop.
Find your perfect pre-owned vehicle with a Mitsubishi approved used range. They come with a guaranteed service history, 2-year warranty, roadside assistance, free annual health check and a 30-day exchange plan. Plus, from the 18th to 27th of May, your local Mitsubishi dealer will be offering a £500 deposit contribution. Visit Mitsubishi-cars.co.uk. £500 deposit contribution with 9.9% APR. Shogun Finance Limited. Offer available between the 18th and 27th of May 2018 at participating retailers only. Credit subject to status. 18 plus UK residents.
No bed, please.
Great
No
Taste
bed.
of America's back at McDonald's with a Chicago stack.
What's that?
First up, we've got 2 beef burgers. And this is not possible. 2 cheeses, bacon, and a steakhouse barbecue sauce? The crowd goes wild. So you coming? Touchdown!
Oh, shit, the monkeys are rehearsing for the tour.
Great
Live.
Taste of America is back at McDonald's. Go all out for the meaty Chicago stack. 2 cheeses, bacon, and a steakhouse barbecue sauce. Around until 29th of May. Available from 10:30am, subject to availability, participating restaurants only.
Up here on Ben Nevis, it's millions of years since the volcano was active. But Sky Vegas bonus time, that firecracker's active right now.
Between 9 and 11 every night, our unmissable bonus game is guaranteed to trigger in Sky Vegas bonus time. Only at Sky Vegas. Unexpect more. 18 plus, ends 3rd of July. Customers must be playing when bonus games randomly triggered. Minimum 20p stake. Free spins must be claimed and used by midnight. Eligibility restrictions and further T's and C's apply. BeGambleAware.org. When the fun stops, stop.
Soccer Aid for UNICEF returns to ITV on Sunday, June the 10th. And now you can be part of a team like no other. While Robbie's England and Usain's World 11 prepare for Old Trafford, we need your support to help children in danger around the world. A penalty shootout, a bake-off or a quiz. There's loads of ways you can raise money this Soccer Aid. Join the team and help children live happy, healthy, safe lives. Get your free fundraising pack right now at socceraid.org.uk.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
A new kind of talk radio. We'll get you talking.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio, on the hour news headlines.
With the news at 11, I'm Carl Hartley. Good evening. Some Labour MPs have welcomed Ken Livingstone's decision to resign from the party. The former Mayor of London says allegations of anti-Semitism against him are distracting people from Labour's policies.
I mean, it's almost 50 years of service in the Labour Party to have to do this just to bring this nonsense to an end, rather than just carry on into my senile state in the Labour Party is rather sad.
He was suspended for 2 years in a row over allegations of anti-Semitism following comments he made about Hitler and Zionism. He's denied the allegations and was working to clear his name.
My lawyer told me over the weekend that it wouldn't just be 1 year, it could be 2, might even stretch to 3. I'm just ridiculous. I could be in my grave before it was resolved.
Now, the public inquiry into the Grenfell Tower fire has started with a 72-second silence to remember the 72 people who died. Relatives are being given the chance to pay tribute to the victims over the next fortnight. Meghan Markle's estranged nephew has been let off by police after taking a knife into a London nightclub hours after the royal wedding. Tyler Dooley apparently also tried to take pepper spray into the venue in Kingston upon Thames after Donald Trump recently likened the capital with a war zone. Police say there was no risk to the public and warnings were given. Sky's crime correspondent Martin Brunt says the 25-year-old had a lucky escape.
People who are found in possession of knives often find themselves in prison. This, of course, at a time of a huge knife violence crisis in London. Some people, I think, will question the decision taken by the Metropolitan Police.
And Barack and Michelle Obama have signed a deal to make shows for Netflix. The streaming service says the former US President and First Lady have agreed to a multi-million-year contract to produce a TV series and films. Any rain will ease tonight. Tomorrow will be largely warm and sunny with highs of 22.
15 quid. 16 quid.
You don't need to tell me what it costs.
No, I'm telling the listener, go out and buy it. The box set, the first 5 albums. The first 3 are the ones, and then the ones after it, pretty much a standard ranch stash, and which was album 4, and he had no hits. The closest he got to a hit was Joanne, which got to like number 30 in the American charts. Did 4 albums, and the record company said, Michael, RCA said, Michael, this is, we're loving it. We're loving the stuff. You've got to write us some hits, man. Otherwise, we can't keep doing this. You've got to write us some hits. So his 5th album's called "And the Hits Just Keep On Coming," and it's basically him and the pedal steel guitar player going way off into cosmic country. No hits, drop from label. It's great. It's great stuff. 0344 499 1000, the late night alternative. Hello, if you're watching us on YouTube.com/Iain Lee, you can watch us in all our heavenly glory. Hey, this guy hasn't called for a while. It's Sloop John B.
Howdy, howdy, howdy to you and all and the listeners.
Yes!
By the way, that Nesmith tune was wicked, mate, yeah.
He's good, isn't he? He's good!
Yeah.
Yes.
He's bloody good. Listen, Ian, I've called up to talk about a book, if that's okay.
Well, hang on a minute, Catherine, do we do books on this show? Books sound so boring and old-fashioned.
Well, let's see how you get on.
Good.
Is it available on Kindle? Can I get it on my iPlayer?
Yeah, you certainly can.
I'm in.
It's by a guy called Andrew Emery, and I tweeted Kath because I can't say the proper title as it's a bit naughty.
Oh, yes.
But I can say the sort of sicker one. It's called My Life as a Failed White Rapper.
Okay.
And, yeah, it's getting a real cult following at the moment. It's the 3rd time I've read this.
Wow.
And this book has just absolutely blown me away. And
can you get me a free copy?
Yeah, no, he would send you one.
Well, but well, hang on a minute. Who is he? Catherine? You need to be my filter on this.
He's a Guardian journalist. He wrote an article a couple of years ago about getting motion sickness off video games called "Video Games Make Me Sick."
Yes.
And he's very, very funny. He's a northerner, but prior to being a journalist, he wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah.
And he's written this book about basically the failure of becoming a rapper. So he puts all these sort of rejection letters from record labels. He puts the lyrics, which are absolutely hilarious.
Oh.
They are really bad.
Yeah.
And at the backdrop of all this is the sort of disintegration of his parents' marriage.
Hey, fun times.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. It really. I think the book just has themes that you sometimes talk about in your show.
Yes.
Sort of,
Misery.
It's okay to fail. It's okay to accept failure. And he talks about like the ZX Spectrum and his Sam Fox calendar and all this sort of stuff. And I just wanted to say to anyone out there that's listening that probably gets the sort of humour of this show, I think this book is a definite heads up.
All right,
really, really good.
I will add it to the ever growing list of books that I've got to read. Where are we with the Robin Williams book? Is that coming?
I've got a name, so I wrote to an
Robin
actual
Williams.
person. No, I've got a name of the man who's sending out the book, so I've written to him today, and he's not in the office till Wednesday.
Okay.
Listen, can I just say one more thing before I go?
Yeah.
All my friends at work, all of us, we want to do a Skype call in. Do you still take Skype calls?
Not at the moment. I'll tell you why. It's a bit tricky. Not at the moment.
Okay.
Not at the moment, because I've got to do it on my computer. Here's the thing. Shh, come close. No one else is listening, right?
Go on.
The moment I start taking Skype calls, Late Night Alternative, I believe was on it. First of all, I don't remember the login, so that will take a while to remember the login. But secondly, the moment I open Skype calls, then we get lots of 14-year-old children phoning up, Skyping up, who think it's funny to say the N-word, be anti-Semitic, and to swear and to talk about, that seems to attract a lot of 14-year-olds who think that Nazism and racism and anti-Semitism are things to aspire to, and so it's a little bit tricky. But
I'll do a voice call.
Why can't they do a bloody telephone call?
Well, no, because I've converted them all. We all work nights.
I'll convert you in a minute.
We're all working, listening.
Convert you to my fist.
I'll do a call for. Listen, how about this? We have a tannoy system. You can do a call over the tannoy system, but I'll have to put you on speakerphone.
Right, but hang on. Well, what kind of premises is this?
I'm a manager for a supermarket chain that you like.
When will there be people in there at 11 o'clock at night?
No, because we're closed.
So I could do a speaker, a tannoy call.
Yeah.
To a closed shop.
Within the reasons of good taste, Ian. Within the reasons.
Get lost. I could do a tannoy call to a good. I used to work at the tannoy at Safeways.
Did you? Did you say funny things?
No, say the bakery department is on sale now.
Oh.
I want to play. I heard this thing on Radio 4 a couple of weeks ago, and I only heard the tail end of it. Right, talked there about failure and success. Right, I heard the tail end of it, and I keep meaning to listen back. It's only 15 minutes long. Would you indulge me for a couple of minutes while I just try and find the line that I heard? It was questioning success. Jennifer, it sounds quite dry, but honestly, I heard a line in it. I was driving and I wasn't really paying attention to the radio, and I heard this line. I thought, oh, that's a great line. Jennifer Kavanagh questions the value of success, arguing that it is the moral content of what we do, rather than doing it well or badly, on which we should judge ourselves. What I heard tied in with the only failure is to not try, and failure is actually a good thing. You know, we embrace failure. So I'm just going to jump. It was kind of right at the end, and she talked about marriages. I'm going to just see if we can.
Or growing a flower.
Oh, seems to have
Did
frozen.
you say killing a man?
Yeah. Hang on, it's frozen. How's it frozen?
That's one approach.
Still in use in the word succession when one person follows or succeeds another. Success used to mean an outcome, whether good or bad, just something that follows. If, as Kipling said, success and failure, or as he put it...
What is wrong with the BBC iPlayer tonight? Probably realise it's being streamed illegally on another radio station. That to one side. No, it's not going to work. All right. I tell you what it was. She said, and I didn't quite get the full context of it, that that when a couple divorce, that to say the marriage failed is wrong. And is damaging to society and damaging to the esteem of things, because the marriage failed at the ending, and probably a bit before the ending. But it was that was a marriage. That was a marriage from beginning to end, from courtship to engagement to marriage to end. That's the marriage. And to say it failed, but I don't know the full context. Just gonna hang on a second. We've got no phone calls, by the way. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you can. We've got no phone calls. I'm just going to call someone up who's just texted in something. Just see if they answer. Feeling these guys aren't going to answer. They sent me because the answer they've asked me to do something, and the answer is yes. If you're listening, guys, the answer is yes. I will do that for you. They've texted in to talk. Suck my balls, Iain Lee. Okay, yeah, I will come round there and I will suck your balls, but only if you have the phrase that pays.
The number you have dialed cannot.
And the phrase is, please
hang up and try
The
again.
number you have dialed has bottled it. I'd have done that as well. 0344 499 1000. This is the late night alternative on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. We've got entertainment.
Speakers off, please.
Afraid to use it. Talk Radio.
Alexa, who is the greatest female athlete ever?
The jury's still out on that one.
Alexa, is Jessica Ennis-Hill the greatest female athlete?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Come on, Alexa. Do you even like athletics?
I don't have a body.
Take out Vitality Health or Life Insurance today, and you could get an Amazon Echo Dot, just like Jess. And to find your inner athlete, enable the Vitality Alexa skill for fitness and nutrition tips. To get your Amazon Echo Dot, just search Vitality. New member offer available on certain Vitality plans until the 30th of June 2018. Minimum monthly premiums, terms and conditions apply.
With the World Cup almost here, Red Driving School wants you. Red has just won the National Driving School Award 2018, and we're offering a special deal to join our team. There's never been a better time to pull on your instructing boots, as demand for driving lessons is rising. Instructor earnings are increasing. It's an open goal. Imagine first-rate training and support through to full qualification. Then work the hours you want, when you want. Come on, there's room on the Red team sheet for you. For details, visit reddrivingschool.com.
Ready for the big games this summer? Got a ticket to Russia booked? Front row seats guaranteed? No, don't worry. You don't need any of that to enjoy the football. Go big with AO.com and watch all the action on a large screen 4K TV. Plus, if England reach the knockout stages, claim up to £300 back. with free next day delivery included. Get this exclusive offer now at AO.com. Let's go! Offer ends 18th of June. T's and C's apply.
Martin could be like this, or like this. Just like his Citroen C3. Citroen C3 is available in 36 colour combinations. We could have made a car, but we made a car for you. Citroen C3 is now available with 0% APR. Visit citroen.co.uk to find out more. Citroen UK is a credit broker and not a lender. Terms, eligibility criteria and returns conditions apply. PSA Finance UK Limited. 0% offer is only available on selected versions. Visit citroen.co.uk for more details. Citroen.
Ocean Credit Card. If you're looking for credit, go to askocean.co.uk and see in seconds if you'll be accepted for an Ocean credit card before you apply. Checking doesn't affect your credit rating, and with a credit limit of up to £1,500, it's a no-brainer. Go to askocean.co.uk right now and get an answer in seconds. 39.9% APR representative variable. Intelligent Lending Limited is a credit broker. Capital One is the exclusive lender. askocean.co.uk.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee. The late night alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
Everybody's asking me to suck their balls.
Well, it's because you said you're willing.
Man alive.
You've opened a very, very sticky can of worms.
Yep. Well, okay, let's try these guys. They're not going to answer either. They hung up, man.
It's as if, I don't know, they don't really want you to suck their balls.
Guys, do you want me to suck your balls? Or do you not want me to suck your balls? Because you're sending confusing messages. You're sending messages saying suck my balls. And then when I call you up to arrange a date and a location for sucking of said balls, you don't answer. I mean...
Teasing.
What's a girl supposed to do? Oh, okay. I didn't want me to suck your balls. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. There's not a lot in the papers. Right? I've got 4 stories, and I've just seen the one I've written down about Hitler. It's not very good. It's a very, very poor Hitler story. So some phone calls really would be appreciated. Adolf Hitler planned to rule the world from Scarborough. The Nazi leader, that's who he was. Right, I knew I recognised the name. Hoped to turn the resort's phone call Grand Hotel into his Third Reich HQ. Scarborough's famous spa waters were to be piped to his bathroom, and he planned to waltz Eva Braun around the ballroom. Long-lost documents have now revealed Luftwaffe pilots faced a court-martial if they dropped any bombs, even F-bombs, on the Führer's future would-be address. Since the 1860s, the Grand had become one of Britain's poshest hotels, having survived shelling by the German Navy in World War I. In Hitler's day, what a day that was. It was the biggest hotel and large... That's a boring story.
And also, I've heard exactly the same story, but applied to that place in... Was it not Brighton? Was he not after the pavilion at Brighton?
Oh, it's just some bloke. It's just some bloke has made this up.
Is he writing a book?
Some bloke, right. The end of the attack, 28 civilians, not a single bomb fell on the Grand. Local historian...
There we go.
Who lives with his mum, Mike Covell, uncovered references to Hitler's plan to turn the hotel into a new Reich chancellery. As he probed its history, he said, "It seemed astonishing, but the more I looked into it, the more it made sense. Hitler's fondness for English seaside towns was well known. He also ordered the Luftwaffe to leave Blackpool alone because he planned a victory parade there.
At the time, the grounds was being advertised as the largest and handsomest hotel in Europe.
Oh, I like that voice.
I do. It was a good one.
Europe.
After the war, the hotel welcomed Prime Minister Winston Churchill, Winnie, as a guest for a Conservative Party. Winnie! I've got that's 25% of my stories used up, and that was the best one, guys. That was the best one, and we have another 100 minutes of broadcast to contend with.
What I would say was, lacklustre story, brilliant voice.
Thank you. What I did there for the first time with that voice is I had my tongue sticking out. I normally put my tongue back, but the tongue was sticking out. Let's go to Lauren. Good evening, Lauren.
Hello.
Hello, Lauren.
Your producer's very naughty tonight, aren't they? Or whoever's answering the phones.
Well, Catherine, do you want to set us straight on the producer's role?
He's not the producer, I am.
There we go.
I apologise, but whoever's answering the phones, I told him I'd drop a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, apparently my balls are magnificent.
What? Hang on a minute. Say that again.
James, are you abusing your position in there? Is he trying to arrange hot hookups?
Oh, beautiful. So
Do I get to defend myself here?
No, you do
Get
not.
off.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
You've done enough.
James normally works for Talk Sport.
You can tell.
He's
the way
worked for
they
Talk
roll.
Sport, and he also runs the John Gaunt fan club. He actually does. And so his kind of sense of what is acceptable and what is unacceptable behaviour is skewed, and we need to send him on another course.
You didn't give him... Oh, he's got your phone number. You didn't give him any more details of your whereabouts, did you?
No, but given how I sound, I'm pretty sure I sound like a girl.
Well, you can't be too sure these days, so you're just trying to fit into traditional old-fashioned gender stereotypes. I wouldn't. We've had a lot of people texting in saying they want me to suck their balls. That's all it is. That's all it is, Lauren.
Okay, well, don't have balls. Would very much not like you to suck them, and I'm definitely female.
Okay, that's great. Okay. Well, Lauren, you're on the radio now. This is actually being broadcast. What would you like to say?
Well, I know you went to your gaming thing and you need some topics, so I was wondering, what's your favourite game music?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, of course, is Mario. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
I've got one, Saboteur.
Oh, how's it go? You've got to be
Just go...
Down, 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 down. She got it on a mountain top.
I think you went like that.
And Venus was the beauty and love.
Did you say penis?
And delicate sign of love. And penis was her name.
Oh!
She's got it. A massive penis.
Stop.
No, I don't, in any sense of the word, thank you.
No, it's getting a little bit lavatorial tonight. That means you're struggling a bit. What would yours be?
Ooh, I like One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy VII.
You got to sing it.
It doesn't have any words.
Well, you could.
Do.
We just sang the Mario music, you div.
No, unless you want me to have an anxiety attack live on radio, nope.
I found it. Got a whole album of this stuff. Whoa! There we go. Hang on. There we go.
Oh, do you remember the boss level music from Mario?
Trying to find the album this is on. It's all written in Japanese, so I can't tell what I'm playing. Hang on. Someone will know what game this is. I haven't got a clue. Hang on, what's this? Oh no! I'll tell you exactly what the best game music is. Hang on. I don't know if I've got it on here. No, hang on. I'll tell you exactly what the best game music is. The best game music in the world is coming up right now from There we go. Here we go. Here we go. If I can find it. Here we go. There we go. Listen to this. This is great. See if you know this game. Do you know this game, Lauren?
It's ringing a bell, but I can't think.
Space Channel 5. It's this weird game. I can't remember what you have to do. You played this really sexy woman called Ooh La La. Ooh La La.
I don't like playing sexy women.
No, she's...
It's your thing, not mine.
Well, no, but it's a family game. You play Ooh La La, and you're in space, and you're a news reporter, and you have to, I don't remember what you have to do in it, but it's just all music like this throughout the whole game. It's all that. That's what it is.
It's pretty groovy.
Well, thanks for that, Lauren.
Well, have a good evening.
Thank you. That took us down a cul-de-sac.
It did.
That took us down a cul-de-sac. What we're going to do for the last hour and a half? The vibe has disappeared from here. There wasn't much of a vibe to start with. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We need something to do for the next hour and a half of this. And I don't know what it's going to be.
Well, I was thinking the other day, we haven't looked at that Soundgarden thing for a while.
What Soundgarden thing?
You know, when you can listen to any radio station ever. We
Yeah.
made some mates last time.
Yeah, we could have a little listen to that. It's, what's the thing? Radio.garden, that's what it is. Yeah, alright, so this is, we'll have a little play around for a bit. I'm not feeling the vibe tonight. We may just write tonight's show off. So this is a website where you get to go all the way around the world, and you can pick radio stations from anywhere in the world. Should we have a little play around for a few minutes and see if that prompts? Right. That's Sunrise.
Wherever it goes, I always know that you make me smile. Please stay for a while.
Right, hang on, Virgin Radio's on this, but Talk Radio isn't on it.
What the hell?
That's a little bit rubbish, isn't it? Virgin's on there, but not Talk Radio. All right, let's spin round. You spin around the world. How do I do it? One finger or two? I can't maybe remember how you do it. Oh, so you just click over there. Right, let's go to America. Let's see what we got here. Let's go somewhere small. WCIK. Let's see what these guys are up to. No, they're playing rock. That's somewhere small, but not too small. Oh.
Is it all U2 all day?
Yeah, it seems to be, doesn't it? This may be. Let's have a little look over here. Let's try and see what's going on here.
Against the Trump campaign, and the Deputy Attorney General, Rod Rosenstein, that signed the fourth warrant application. Well,
on their own. Every last one of them has a coach of some sort. They've got a support system built in. That's one of those things we try to be here. We try to be that coach for you. We try to be that support system. You also need that wherever you are. You've got to have that good support system around you. Folks that are cheering you on as you are headed towards that medal stand, if you will, financially. You know, I was watching the women's cycling event on Sunday there. And it was amazing.
Try this, Success Radio USA.
And, you
in
know,
Colorado.
my bum was a little bit sore from falling, but she said, if I want to be an Olympic champion, if I want to compete with the best, I'm going to have to pick myself up and keep on going.
When Michelle was 10 years old, her family received financial
Do you know who this guy doing the voiceover is?
Michelle and her sister to train at the premier Ice Castle International
Do you know this voice?
in Lake Arrowhead, California. While Michelle's skills improved, she also experienced failure.
I was 11 years
Do you not
old.
know who that voice was?
Tell me.
Oh, mate! Oh, mate! Oh, mate! I'm gonna find it. Hang on a minute. Wow! I've got to try and find it. Don't look.
Oh!
Hang on.
Yes,
Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Not this guy. Hang on. Let's get to the opening.
Oh, wait.
It's the Cheetah's voiceover guy.
Doing stuff on her own and not really involving me as much.
Harley, age 22. A waitress suspected of serving herself up on a party platter to another man.
It's the Cheetah's guy. It's him.
A record crowd at the U.S. Olympic Festival.
It's him.
Becoming their youngest champion. From there, Michelle's hard work and focus vaulted her to becoming a major world-class figure skating competitor.
And then we found her in the back of a van with someone she was not married to.
Just after the lunch rush, Cheater's agents spot the suspect coming out for a smoke break.
Oh wow! We got to get this guy
All
on
the
the show.
training I had under my belt.
We got to get
I
this
knew
guy
what
on the
I had
show
to
and
do.
get him to record some
To
stuff.
go out there and
See what this is, Peak FM. It's just a lot of crap rock FM. Let's try. Let's head to New York. Is that New York there? Let's see what we got. What's this?
On his instrument, you'd have 3 saxophones, soprano.
I wrote to all of these radio stations trying to get us a gig. Not one of them even wrote back.
Too busy being boring by the sounds of it.
Here we go. This is Christmas radio, the cutting edge of Christmas radio.
In May. It's May, right?
Yeah. Parole deliverance. What's this? Jesus Christ. Armageddon music. No, isn't going on. Let's go to Simon. Good evening, Simon.
Good evening. How are you both?
I'm all right, thank you, Simon. It's as always, it's a terrible line with you.
Oh, hang on. I'll pull over. That might be better.
Okay, thanks very much. Come back to you in a minute. Hello, Andre.
Hi, right?
Yeah.
What I was going to say, there was a plane crash near me today.
Oh yeah.
Right, what happened, Ian? Yeah.
Yeah.
It crashed in between a church and Blue and Tesco's.
Flipping heck, that's unlucky, isn't it?
Only a little plane. Where's they now burying the survivors?
Sorry?
Church or Tesco? Where were they burying the survivors? Church or Tesco's?
Well, it depends what faith they are.
No, you don't bury survivors.
Okay, thanks for calling, Andre. Here we go. Let's try Simon again.
Hello, any better?
Yeah, better. Thank you, mate.
Right, I've got three things, actually.
Yeah.
If I may be so bold.
Yes.
So the first thing is, and this just a thought that occurred to me, what has happened to Barry from Watford?
I suspect that Operation U-Tree has finally caught up with him.
Well, he hasn't phoned in for months, has he?
No, I guess not. I don't know. It wasn't my turn to keep an eye on him.
No, Alex, if you're listening, sort it out, mate.
Who?
Oh, sorry, is his name his son, isn't it?
No, his son's, David, yes.
Oh, yeah, because the last I heard, he was going to phone you up, wasn't he? But he didn't.
I don't know.
That was the first thing.
Yes.
Second thing, on Friday, you were on about confusion with Walsall and Warsaw.
Yes, for years. I only recently found out that Walsall is pronounced Walsall, it's not Warsaw.
Well, yes, and the thing is, I've had the same thing, and I couldn't work out why for years the city that's next to mine wasn't covered in people that had been preserved in lava.
Right.
because everybody calls Portsmouth Pompey.
Pompey.
And I didn't understand why, and I thought it was some kind of medieval volcano had erupted or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Those people are actually preserved, aren't they? In the shapes that they made. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Why weren't they disintegrated?
I think because it got them quick, didn't it?
So yeah, you're right. If it gets them quick,
it's like deep fried ice cream.
So they're soft in the middle.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's cut those guys open.
I would have thought so.
Imagine if you open up and they're still alive. Imagine they're still
maybe not
alive.
now.
Maybe not now.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
And a third thing was
Yes.
oh yeah. Right now, I had an argument with a mate of mine earlier on, so I thought, well, you're going to know the answer to this if anybody does.
Yes.
Right. So, on mobile phone apps on the App Store, right, you can get you can get scanners from America of their police, fire department, whatever.
Yeah.
I say that they're not real and live, and my mate says that they are. I think they're on a pre-record loop.
Right.
But are they live? And the second part to that question is, when you look at webcam apps, I say that they're not live. They're on a loop, but are they live?
Right. Okay. Let's do one thing at a time.
Right.
The police radio and the ambulance radio and all of the radio. Well, I don't know about these specific apps, but yeah, you can listen to the police radio live.
Yeah, but you can't listen legally in this country, can you? To this country?
Well, you can't listen legally, but there are ways to do it.
Yeah, I know you can buy scanners, but I mean, you're talking about like hardware, purchasing hardware.
I had a scanner until they changed the way mobile phones worked. I had a scanner. Daisy Donovan told me about this, and I bought one for £100. Well, you could listen to people's phone calls. You could just scan. You could hear people's phone calls, but and only about 6 months of it. I only listened a couple of times. And then they changed the way that mobile phones work.
So that must be when it went over from analog, is it?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, sure, why not? But yeah. Well, I'm trying to on this app we just use to surf the radio. You can listen to police radio on there, but I'm struggling to find any at the moment.
Oh, there are some apps on the Play Store, but I just got a feeling that they're not live and they're just a gimmick. But
No,
you seem to think that they are.
Yeah, they're live.
Okay, and what about the webcams then? They're live?
Well, why would they have... What's the point of a pre-recorded webcam?
Well, I don't know. I just... If it's on a loop, then you can advertise an app as saying, look at this webcam.
But why not? But it will be easier just to have to connect to live webcams.
I suppose so.
It's like I've not watched it for a while, but I will do tomorrow. The Abbey Road webcam is beautiful to watch.
Oh, is there one on the crossing, is there?
There's one on the crossing, yeah. In fact, let's
no.
go to the Abbey Road webcam now and see exactly see how many webcam Abbey Road Studios. Let's have a little look. Welcome to Abbey Road Studios. Is it Walk the Famous Crossing? Abbey Road webcam. Let's go live. Oh, there's pre-record. You can see pre-recorded stuff on the webcam, or you can see live stuff. And right now at 11:40, there's nothing happening.
There's no Beatles crossing then.
There's no Beatles crossing. But look, 12 o'clock midday. There's loads of people just waiting to cross the road. If you've ever driven up there, the drivers... I love it if I get stuck because people are doing the Beatles. I'll wait there all day if I have to. But the drivers get so pissed off.
I can imagine.
All right, Simon, thank you very much for this.
One other thing.
Yep.
I don't want you to suck my balls.
Okay, well, that's disappointing for both of us. 03444991000, this is Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's no vibe, guys, so I'm turning this off. We're driven up there. The drivers... I love it if I get stuck because people are doing the Beatles. I'll wait there all day if I have to. But the drivers get so pissed off.
I can imagine.
All right, Simon, thank you very much for this.
One other thing.
Yep.
I don't want you to suck my balls.
Okay, well, that's disappointing for both of us. 03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Get your cricket fix this summer on Sky Sports Cricket with every England Summer International for £18 a month.
Big shot.
Watch England take on Pakistan, Australia and India with every home test, one day